The following is a presentation of Rocky Mountain Pro Wrestling. And all matches are sanctioned by United Wrestling Network.
Russo is forcing Humphrey Jacobs the first to go out and find a new tag partner. Humphrey Jacobs and whatever partner he finds will have to defend the titles at Shocktober against the winners of the Lottery Tag Team Tournament. The people won't know who their partner is until they're in the ring, until the match starts.
Look at that combustible element. Derek Stone is kind of like a living legend in the independent wrestling scene in the Midwest and even here in the Rocky Mountain region. And he's kind of a sick individual. He loves violence. He loves inflicting pain.
Derek Stone trying to coordinate with CJ Pricefield. Well, oh, talk about teamwork. Wait, Pricefield flexing them muscles. Derek Stone might have to jump up a little bit higher. Oh my goodness! Wow! Stone left himself a little too far open. And Anaya with those signature elbow strikes. And Anaya on a roll. Contender for match of the night.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh my goodness! The double knees digging into Derek Stone. He is dazed. Anaya! Goodness gracious!
What power!
2, 3, Anaya picks up the victory. Yaden and Anaya on to the second round of the Lottery Tag Team Tournament.
And we knew that this Lottery Tag Team Tournament was going to make for some explosive tag teams, some very interesting tag teams. But you look at Rolls-Royce Isaacs and Danger Dean, wow, there is some potential there to go a long ways in this tournament.
Fast-paced, frantic action, and Island Thunder making his presence known.
He's small in stature, but he sure has a lot of athletic ability.
Jason Noel, well, nothing deceiving about him. He is raw brute force. Here comes Isaacs! Hard right-handed shot, and another one. Royce Isaacs is rolling right now. And a spear by Danger Dean on Jason Noel. Backhanded shot by Rolls-Royce Isaacs. Wow!
I called it at the beginning of this match when I saw these two put together. They are going to be a force to be reckoned with in this Lottery Tag Team match. Just look at the talent between those two. This is any indication what the Lottery Tag Team Tournament is going to bring. It is going to be drama and excitement personified. And welcome everyone to another edition of Rocky Mountain Pro Charged. I am Lucas Bradwell. I will be joined momentarily by our lead commentator, Stuart Campbell, and making his way to the ring. Well, you heard our announcer, Woody Lawrence, say that it is the Rocky Mountain Pro Tag Team Champions. Yes, Tag Team Champions, plural. Humphrey Jacobs the first, who defeated his tag team partner, Curtis Cole, to obtain both titles in unbelievable turn of events at Milestone 7. And he has been ordered to find a tag team partner to defend these titles.
Hey, what I need now is for all you stupid, fat, poor, ugly, mile-high morons to to shut your mouths and listen to what I have to say. So, you see, if you notice, I walked out here with 2 belts, 40 pounds of gold, while all you losers got none. Now, the reason for that is I am the only man in this organization that's got the muscle to carry all that weight myself. But what's going on is the office in the back is making me, because I don't need it, they're making me pick a partner. Now, for those of you that don't know, they call me the king of old style. Now, old, that's the word there, old. I think I know just the partner to pick. You know, someone that might make me look good. You might know him. His name's Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Wait, what? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's WWE Hall of Famer Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Let's hear it. Ho! Unbelievable ovation for the Hall of Famer Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Oh.
What a surreal moment.
I mean,
here on Charge. Hacksaw Jim Duggan in the ring, and Stuart Campbell is joining me.
Very few things leave me speechless.
I mean,
seeing Hacksaw Jim
not
Duggan.
a lot I can say to that, USA. Now, here's the deal. They're making me pick a partner. Now, I know that in your day, you were something else. I know that, you know, back in the 80s, you know, before most people here were born, you know, that you were a big deal. But now,
not before I was born, unfortunately.
This ring belongs to me, Humphrey Jacobs the first. Now, see, they're making me pick a partner, and the thing is, I don't need a partner. So picking you is going to be perfect, because all you have to do is sit there and watch me be great.
I don't know about his recruiting skills, Humphrey Jacobs the first.
So, since you have to sit there and be great, I got something for you. I brought it over. You might see it right there. It's a recliner. It's where all the geriatrics sit.
What disrespect.
Unbelievable. You think that someone called the...
Wait a minute.
Oh, and Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Uh-oh. I think the King of Old Style is about to get some of the 2x4. Oh, my goodness. Shades of times past. Crashing down on the back of Humphrey Jacobs the first, showing such disrespect for someone called the King of Old Style. You'd think he'd have a bit more respect for the Hacksaw.
Well, it's like I just went to the Wayback Machine, back to my days in the 5th grade.
Ladies and gentlemen, WWE Hall of Famer Hacksaw Jim Duggan!
In this industry, respect is earned. and no one has earned their respect quite like Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Folks, coming up next, we have more first-round action from the Lottery Tag Team Tournament. It's gonna get wild and it's gonna get crazy. Stick around for more Rocky Mountain Pro Charge.
For more information, visit mercuryprowrestling.academy.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a tag team matchup. First, making their way to the ring, please welcome the team of Hunter Gray and Dustin Urich.
Well, we just built that stage. Hunter Gray seems set on destroying it, apparently. That's a heavy axe. Don't read too much into that, but Hunter Gray, the Norse Nightmare, and Dustin Urich, already part of an established tag team of two cool dudes, but not cool at all. Dustin Urich will have a new partner in this randomly drawn Lottery Tag Team Tournament.
I mentioned this last week that partners could be broken up in this tournament.
And their opponents,
we don't know.
Making their way to the ring, please welcome the team of Zero Cool and his partner, Filter!
Wow! No, so not only is Zero Cool in this tournament, he is on another team with Filter, and on top of that, he is facing
cut the music,
his former partner of Two Cool Dudes.
Unlike the great Carnage.
Hey, I don't give a damn what the hell Vince Russo said. We are not doing this. I'm not tagging with this rejected Chia Pet, and my partner isn't tagging with this discount Thor. We're two cool dudes, baby. We're two cool dudes. We're former tag team champions. We don't need these two.
We're boycotting this. I don't care what Vince Russo says. Two cool dudes together tonight. Former and future tag team champions. Now get us a real tag team out here.
Wait, what? I mean, two cool dudes refusing to be broken up. And we've certainly seen in the past the tension between Hunter Gray and Filter. In fact, some of that animosity leading to their three-way at the contract at the Crow's Nest match at Milestone 7. But what are they? They're discussing something. I don't know if they're talking about putting their water under the bridge. As you saw, as Anaya and Matt Yaden did last week. But what do you think they're talking about?
Well, I don't know, but looks like two cool dudes could have something up their sleeves.
Wait a second. Well, they're still arguing, but wait, they're trying to. Oh! Well, Justin Urich just got stuck in the jaw, and the Norse Nightmare, well, he's doing his usual manhandling of human beings. He's a scary individual, that one. Oh my goodness! I think that might be a little less than legal. And Urich just bouncing off of the muscular frame of Hunter Gray. All right, what are we seeing here?
Well, if they could get on the same page, they would be an absolute force.
Oh my goodness, but it seems like they're a bit busy arguing with each other. Two cool dudes, well, I mean, always been on the same page. Oh my goodness, and Filter crashes right into Hunter Gray.
I don't know if two cool dudes are the biggest idiots in the world or the smartest guys in the world. Because on one hand, you looked at who their tag team partners were. They had two of the biggest guys in Rocky Mountain Pro as their tag team partners, and yet they want to tag team with each other. But maybe it's not such a bad idea after all. Because Hunter Gray and Filter can't get on the same page.
You're absolutely right. It's a Machiavellian sort of strategy, divide and conquer. But we saw Dustin Urich get tossed outside of the ring by Hunter Gray. My goodness, I mean, Filter and Hunter, you got to think, like, yes, they have their oh my goodness. How strong must you be to do that? 1, 2, only a 2 count. But my goodness, what a swinging, thunderous slam. Dropping the hammer on two cool dudes. And Hunter Gray and Filter, well, they're on the same page in some respect, but Perhaps the not exchanging Christmas cards quite yet.
Well, I don't think so. But can you imagine if they do somehow click, how unstoppable those two would be? Filter and Hunter Gray, I mean, just look at them.
Absolutely. Dustin Urich, I mean, and two cool dudes, as mentioned before, former Rocky Mountain Pro Tag Team champions, but, I mean, it's going to be hard to overcome such these two forces if they do, in fact, get on the same wavelength as each other. And Filter, this is smart for him, controlling the pace of the match.
Well, absolutely. He slows things down, uses his big body size to just dominate his opponent. That's what he does. And well, just how interesting is this tournament? You look, next week we've already got second round matchups as Anaya and Mercury Yaden, they have moved on to the tournament.
It'll certainly be interesting to see the matchups that get drawn later on.
Well,
but you look at any soccer or basketball match, and you'll see how important it is to control the pace of play. The same could be said in professional wrestling. Filter slowing this match down. He's no cruiserweight. He doesn't bounce off the rope or go off the top rope very often. But Filter slowing this down and dominating in the process. Uh-oh, gut-wrench powerbomb time here perhaps. Hunter Gray, oh my goodness. Wow, not much technique there, maintaining the grip, the pure strength of Hunter Gray. Are you kidding me right now?
This is like he's in the woods in Scandinavia and he's just taking big logs and tossing them around.
The gut-wrench side slams proving effective, and Dustin Urich is all alone in the middle of the ring. Oh, he was looking for that big guillotine leg drop. No one home. Dustin Urich falling out of the way.
Well, Hunter's in the wrong corner. Now Zero Cool trying to get a tag. He gets in.
And Zero Cool trying to change the pace of this matchup. Might be a tall order against the Norse Nightmare, but if there's any time two cool dudes have to strike, it is exactly now. Look at this tandem maneuver. This is what tag team wrestling looks like. Oh my goodness. Perhaps bad technique on the suplex. Uh-oh, are they going for tandem? Oh my goodness, we thought we were going for super kicks, but taking out the knees, that's smart, and then follows up with the double bulldog. Cover here, 1, 2. Oh wow, we almost saw, I don't know if you'd call it an upset. They're former tag champions, but only a 2 count nonetheless.
Well, I will say this, in this tournament, they are the two guys that are most on the same page. They're the two that know how to use tag team work the best. Maybe they are the favorites. Am I crazy?
So on the same page that they usurped the rules of the tournament and decided to tag up anyway. And diving headbutt, no one home. That could have been their chance. Dustin Urich in dire straits right now, and Hunter Gray might have just gotten his win back.
And that's not a good thing. Oh, wait
a second. Filter tagging himself in, and
well, Hunter Gray didn't seem to have a problem with it.
Yeah, the Norse Nightmare abides, and Filter, my goodness, he is going to slow this match down to a crawl and use those big strikes and that big 6'6" frame to get the best of Dustin Urich. Could we be seeing it here? Oh, Dustin Urich didn't hear the fat lady singing quite yet, but Filter begs to differ. What a stalling scoop slam. And there is a reason Vince Russo cherry-picked Filter to be his influence here at Rocky Mountain Pro in his absence.
It's a very interesting psychology between the two, Filter and Hunter Gray. It's almost like they're one-upping each other.
Oh my goodness! The call of the Horde echoes through the rack house. Cover here. And it's over. Filter and Hunter Gray.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are your winners, the team of Hunter Gray and Filter.
Wow. Well, the most experienced tag team just got eliminated. And I will say this, if these two somehow coexist, they are going to be unstoppable. Look at it.
The lessons of the Mile High Express that were learned in Season 2 could apply to these two. They never quite got on the same page, but when they did, they were nearly unstoppable. Such could be the oh my goodness.
What is he thinking?
He's a moron. Oh my goodness. And he caught a face full of rubber by way of Filter and Hunter Gray. And it could be that these two could be the next unstoppable force in the Rocky Mountain Pro landscape. Only time will tell, but for now, they advance to the second round.
Welcome to the sport of pro wrestling, Tyler. Sugar is on now.
Fall is in the air. That means pumpkin spice lattes. That means pumpkin spice everything. Ugg boots, yoga pants. God, I hope I can fit into mine this season. Scarves, and baseball tees. Hoodie! Not yet, but soon. The metal tee. No need for any cease and desist here. And hats. Stop by collarandelbowbrand.com today and get your fall drop immediately. It's fall, y'all.
collarandelbowbrand.com.
You'll be the coolest person in Starbucks whether you're wearing yoga pants and Ugg boots or not. In fact, I like to go to Starbucks without the bottoms on all the time and just wear my collar and elbow brand type shirts. I immediately get my coffee and go.
Coming back, we just witnessed that vicious attack by Mario Vanger on Tyler Stinson. He's obviously upset about his loss from last week. I can't believe his actions. This is a Mario Vanger, very different side of Mario Vanger, and another vicious attack on Tyler Stinson.
Well, there he is. Escorting to the ring, CJ Pricefield, who, as we saw last week, had a heck of an effort alongside Derek Stone.
Well, you say he had a heck of an effort. I'd say he cost his
I got
team,
a bone to pick
a chance to move on to the tournament.
Derek Stone. You know, he came out here and he jumped my boy CJ. And I just don't think that's all right. I got a problem with that. I see guys like that in the military all the time. Just think they can throw their weight around. Well, I can tell you right now, Derek, you ain't gonna throw your fat ass around on me.
Wow.
Some strong words. Since you want to pick on my boy CJ here, who I've trained with at the Mercury Pro Wrestling Academy, then why don't you come out and try and pick on me?
He calling out Derek Stone?
I think he is. It sure sounded like it. And Derek Stone, well, he's not a big fan of entrance music. He's not that big a fan of really anything but the basics in pro wrestling. What he does like is hurting people, and we certainly saw what happened between him and CJ Pricefield at the first round of the Lottery Tag Team Tournament.
Right, he's no nonsense. Well, not necessarily he likes to have fun, but not at his expense.
Not many people like his idea. Well, let's just put it that way.
Fun for him. Oh, wait a minute. You just see, he just pie-faced Dwayne Douglas and look.
Oh my goodness! And the show, Dwayne Douglas taking it to Derek Stone. None too happy about what he did to CJ Pricefield. Derek Stone getting back up to that vertical base, trying to whip him off the ropes. Dwayne Douglas in the gut with the drop kick. My goodness, in the show, Dwayne Douglas putting on a show against the far more experienced Derek Stone. Pricefield looking on, and this is retribution, and you have to wonder what Douglas is doing this for.
And there, oh wow, Derek Stone just threw him to the wall there.
And Derek Stone hammering away at the show, Dwayne. Oh my goodness. Oh!
CJ Pricefield looking on. He's fighting for you. Why aren't you out there helping him?
Exactly. CJ Pricefield looks on, but oh my goodness! The show, Dwayne Douglas, with an amazing toss. And you have to wonder what Douglas is doing this for. I mean, perhaps it's that sense of justice that was instilled in him, the same reason he joined the military.
Well, you know, he stood up for me before against Hoodlum.
Oh, he's coming towards us. We better watch out. And Stone over the guardrail. The brawl going through the crowd. Glad we didn't have to evacuate anyone, but we'll have to check to see if anyone got hurt. But Derek Stone, you saw the kick to the head and those headbutts. Ever so familiar to anyone who's watched wrestling in the Midwest. Derek Stone, menacing, conniving, lifts him up, drops him down with the Stone Crusher.
Oh, now
CJ Pricefield finally getting involved, but oh no, this can't be good. Going to see it again. Oh! Derek Stone disposing of the young Pricefield as well as Douglas.
They are laid out in the middle of the ring. They need some help. Derek Stone he sent a message. And not only the show Dwayne Douglas and CJ Pricefield, but the entire Rocky Mountain Pro locker room.
The stare of Derek Stone, borderline psychotic, as well as his actions. I doubt he's done with either of these two. But I suppose enough is enough for now, isn't it? We'll have to get Pricefield and Douglas some help out here.
All right, coming up next, let's throw it to Hannah, who's backstage with Humphrey Jacobs the First.
Humphrey, do you have a minute?
Do I have a minute? Did you see what that dinosaur did to me? Look, I know. I gotta find a partner. I'll figure it out.
Colorado Media School, hands-on learning in one of the most exciting career fields out there. Internship opportunities are limitless. We have 3 on-campus radio stations, 2 TV stations, and you'll have the opportunity to participate in projects like doing play-by-play live from a sporting event or the 48-hour film project. We have after-graduation career placement assistance and financial aid for those who qualify. Check us out online at coloradomediaschool.com, on Facebook and Instagram, and CO Media School on Twitter and Snapchat. You can also call 303-937-7070.
Russian chain match. Ty naprotiv mnie.
One half of HR Nightmare, the hired guns of the 4-Point Cartel, which of course no longer exists, but certainly Big Vig maintaining that nasty disposition, as well as the company of Area Aurora.
Well, there's still remnants of the 4-Point Cartel here in Rocky Mountain Pro. You're looking at Big Vig there.
And his opponent, making his way to the ring, hailing from Mexico, please welcome Zuma!
And the resident luchador of the Mercury Pro Wrestling Academy, Zuma, is making his charge debut. And Well, what an opponent to do it against. Big Vig. It is a big task for Zuma.
Zuma, the Aztec warrior, the descendant of great Aztec warriors, he's in a battle against Big Vig. I mean, look at how just monstrous Big Vig is.
El Jaguar Oro, excuse me, almost said rojo. That would be red. Oro is gold. That's your Spanish lesson for the day. I will take your payments by PayPal if you feel so inclined. But Zuma and Big Vig, nonetheless, let's just say Big Vig es muy difícil.
Yeah, very difficult. I understand. You know, I'm married to a Mexican woman. I didn't know if you knew that or not.
Yeah, I did not.
But here we go. With Zuma is a very interesting fellow because yes, he's a luchador, but he's a rather large luchador.
Oh my goodness! But certainly showing that agility, there's a lot of upside for Zuma. Gets a lot of the basic technical aspects of lucha libre down. Of course, lucha libre, the legendary style of professional wrestling in Mexico. I mean, luchadors in Mexico, they're
idols.
Legendary figures. I mean, just recently, the 100th birthday of El Santo being celebrated in places even here in the United States.
Absolutely. We just had a celebration.
Oh, we did, in fact. Rocky Mountain Pro. You're absolutely right. And we posted plenty about it on our social media. And if you want to follow that, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at the Rocky MTN Pro.
Right now, Big Vig is imposing his physical will on Zuma. I always have had nightmares of Big Vig and his tag team partner Jason Jackson for obvious reasons. But
they beat you up and take your lunch money?
Well, they did beat me up.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't have any money for them to take. But.
Oh, how fortunate.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm sure they're not exactly above that. Big Vig's disposition, very well documented, certainly on episodes of Rocky Mountain Pro Charged. And Zuma, for him to have to face a rather experienced hand, oh my goodness, or I should say elbow, that's got to be a tough task.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. But Zuma, we don't know much about him. He's still a mystery here in Rocky Mountain Pro, and that might give him an advantage over someone like Big Vig.
Exactly, the unknown quantity is certainly the hardest one to, oh my goodness. Well, I mean, it's certainly a hard one to pin down, but
speaking of hard one, that chop.
If there's one way to do it, yeah, it's with a hard palm strike to the chest. Big Vig barreling through the corner, and Big Vig slowing down this match, controlling the pace. He knows, oh my goodness. I mean, generally speaking, luchadors live and die off of speed and pace of a match. Big Vig doing everything he can to slow it down.
Absolutely.
Big Vig taking him up to the top rope. A precarious position for Zuma to be in.
What has he got planned here?
Oh!
Caught him with that knee right in the chest.
On the top rope. A missile drop kick. He landed on his tailbone, but the drop kick was effective. And we'll just have to see if Zuma can capitalize. Wait a second. Aria Aurora trying to, oh my goodness. Distracted.
Look at this, the referee isn't seeing any of this.
Aurora, making her presence known with the roll through and then the DDT. And Big Vig coming down, the big finish, the TKO. Cover here, 2. Welcome to Charge, Zuma.
Here is your winner, Big Vig.
One half of HR Nightmare, proving to be a nightmare for Zuma. Big Vig comes out on top.
Well, you got to give an assist to Aria Aurora. She paid big dividends for Big Vig. I think it was a wise decision to keep her as part of it, as part of his entourage or whatever you want to call her. It sure paid off for him this time.
With no doubt, we have not seen the last of Big Vig. A big part of the future for Rocky Mountain Pro.
Coming up next, we've got two new stars making their Charge debuts.
Ladies and gentlemen, the newest Rocky Mountain Pro star, the Pinnacle, Anthony Andrews.
So see this part, this is gonna be the easy part for you because everyone already knows me. Everyone's already seen me travel around the country and do the exact same thing that I'm gonna do here for Rocky Mountain Pro. See, tonight I have my first match against Caden Koyama. And it's fine. I just want you to understand that tonight, Caden, when I beat you, it doesn't mean you're bad. It just means you're the same as everyone else that I've faced before. I'm here for one reason. It's very simple. It's going to be very apparent. I'm here to reach the pinnacle.
Anthony Andrews making his way from the Lone Star State all the way to Rocky Mountain Pro. He is called the Pinnacle, and he looks to prove it here at Rocky Mountain Pro, where pro wrestling is elevated.
Well, we just heard words from him in the back, and his mission is...
And his opponent,
steamroll
making his way to the ring, hailing from the land of the rising sun. Please welcome, Caden Koyama!
And speaking of distances traveled, you talk about Caden Koyama all the way from Japan.
You know,
and well, we've seen some of him in the past, but he has not had a stage quite like this.
No, this is his first charged singles matchup. Caden Koyama, he's a very interesting guy. He reminds me a lot of the Great Muta in his demeanor, the way he comes to the ring, and his skill.
I was just about to say that, perhaps a smaller Great Muta, but certainly some of that has to do with the face paint, which is also inspired by kabuki actors from the ancient times of Japan. Oh, beautiful roll by Koyama. The agility certainly down all the way. Oh my goodness. Anthony Andrews perhaps looking for the, oh my word.
Beautiful spinny heel kick there.
Oh, and the striking acumen of Caden Koyama coming out. He's a smaller man. He wants this to be a fast-paced, high-octane matchup. We'll have to see if Andrews can keep up, but oh, that's the way to do it. Slow him down. Beautiful throw into the corner. And oh my goodness! It's about to say great textbook counter from Koyama, but Andrews follows that up with a big knee. Nothing fancy about that.
Nothing fancy from the big Texan. Just brute strength and just brutal technique by him.
They say everything's bigger in Texas. Well, Andrews, he's a big boy weighing in at 267 pounds upon entry into Rocky Mountain Pro and facing off against Caden Koyama, a product of the Mercury Pro Wrestling Academy. And if you want to join the academy yourself to become a wrestler, valet, or manager, the instructions are right there. That's where you call. We are located in Golden, Colorado. Come on by.
And you see, Koyama got caught with a big boot from Andrews. The Pinnacle, as he calls himself. He wants to climb to the mountaintop, he said, here in Rocky Mountain Pro.
He could be well on his way, but first he has to take care of Koyama. Certainly shouldn't be looking past this gentleman, as agile and lethal as his striking can be. And Koyama rolling through, trying to get the sunset flip, was unsuccessful. And this is a bad spot for Koyama. Wait a second. Rolls through. 1, 2, 3. He bridged and he got it. Koyama got him.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Caden Koyama.
What a charged debut for Caden Koyama. Perhaps outmatched in size. He used that agility. And Caden Koyama, my goodness, what a victory for him.
Absolutely. You got to call that an upset because of Anthony Andrews experience across the country. And it looks like Flo is going to have some words with the victorious Caden Koyama.
Oh my goodness! Andrews, before the interview could start, attacking Koyama. And well, he's certainly not happy about losing. Who would be? But this is unnecessary. Into the apron.
A little bit of a sore loser, if you ask me. I don't know about the pinnacle. I'd say that was the bottom there.
Not exactly the pinnacle of sportsmanship, as you can tell. And Andrews, none too happy about that loss.
I guess I wouldn't be happy either if I lost my debut match here on Charged. And
folks, coming up in the main event, we have more action from the lottery tag team tournament. We'll have to see what happens. It's the last first round matchup, and it's coming up on Rocky Mountain Pro Charged.
Kelly, can I do this on camera? Is this like, no? You know, I shouldn't? Whoa! Oh my God, he's gonna leave me. Oh! I'm sitting here!
What are you doing back there?
Hey!
I gotta move the truck!
What do you mean?
I don't know how else to explain it to you. I gotta move the truck.
You can't move the truck because I'm sitting on it.
Well, can you not sit? What are you doing up there anyway?
I'm just having a nice drink.
What is this?
It's Pepsi.
Just Pepsi? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What is in this Pepsi? What is in that?
It's juice. It's good
what kind of juice? That doesn't taste like juice.
Steroids. It's copyrighted juice.
Dude, wait a minute. Bro, I'm not Hoodie. Like, you gotta get over this. He's gone.
No.
Remember?
There's no getting over that.
Mercury Naya.
Yes.
Who are you?
I'm Flo.
Flo.
Are we supposed to know you?
Yes, of course. Of course.
It's the first time I've ever seen you.
I know.
She has a microphone. So
I have a
she's
mic.
An interviewer.
Oh, I mean she's important.
I'm
She might be.
All
I'm
right.
a VIP.
How can we help
This
you
is
today,
your
Flo?
company.
I still gotta move the truck though when we're done with it. You're gonna have
Next
to
week.
get down.
Next week, in the lottery tag team tournament.
Yeah, we won last week.
We did.
We did.
You will be up against Royce Isaacs and Danger Dean.
Yeah.
What
Yeah, we
is
know.
your strategy?
To beat them, I think.
To
It's a good
win.
strategy.
I mean, the strategy is we've pretty much beaten them a lot of times each.
That is true. That is true.
I think we have their number on this one. You know, any given Sunday.
We're very unpredictable. I think that's the way. Like, who would have ever thought we'd end up tagging together? Last time we did that, we know how that ended up. But, water under the bridge,
I got
right?
a blazer on.
Yeah, you dress up real nice.
I'm
All of a sudden,
office
he
now.
doesn't look like a bum anymore. Like, I think he's seen the error of his ways.
Like
And
a bum in the first place.
what's that? You did or didn't? Either way, what? Dude, are they? Dude, where are you going? It's just an alarm. It's the parking garage. Unbelievable. It's a parking garage. Can't believe I'm teaming up with this guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is set for one fall. It is a tag team matchup. First, making their way to the ring, please welcome the team of Brutal Bob Evans, Tough Tim Hughes. They are Tough Guy Inc.
Straight from the realms of Ring of Honor Wrestling. 2 men, 4 thumbs, 1 nasty disposition between the two. Tough Timmy Hughes and Brutal Bob Evans. Tough Guy Incorporated.
Well, and I know that the fans here at Rocky Mountain Pro are no stranger to Brutal Bob Evans. Tough Tim Hughes, this is his first time here in Rocky Mountain Pro. I know you are familiar with these guys being from the East Coast.
Absolutely. Brutal Bob Evans, an accomplished trainer in Massachusetts and recently attaining his notoriety and certainly earning his respect in Ring of Honor, has been a staple there for quite a few years.
And their opponents, making their way to the ring, please welcome the team of Curtis Cole and Steven Ashburn.
Wow, what a team! Now this should be interesting. Curtis Cole and the newly dethroned Charge champion, Steven Ashburn. I mean, what can you say? But wow!
This is a very interesting tag team. I don't know what to say.
Oh, hey, stuck it that time. Curtis Cole, almost loyal to a fault. Steven Ashburn, I think, has been made pretty clear, loyal to no one. We'll just have to see how this plays out, but by really just the sum of their parts, these are two very, very talented competitors, former Charge champions both. Ashburn himself, a few more accolades than that, but how are they going to fare against an established team like Tough Guy Incorporated?
That'll be the thing. They've never teamed up with one another. This is going to be very interesting. Brutal Bob and Tough Tim Hughes have been all over the place.
Curtis Cole taunting Tough Timmy Hughes, and you got to think that Hughes is not a... Hughes, I mean, the biggest thing about him is his voice. It's not to say that he's not a muscular dude, but he is loud.
And doesn't look like him and Brutal Bob get out in the sun very often. I mean, I'm a light-skinned guy, but Jesus.
Yeah, we would advise you to turn down the brightness on your screen, folks, but Tough Tim Hughes, well, I know him personally very well, full disclosure. We are both products of the world-famous Monster Factory back in New Jersey, and he has earned his stripes in Ring of Honor and elsewhere. And certainly earned a spot in Ring of Honor alongside Brutal Bob Evans. And Ashburn just looking for a place, looking for his place in Rocky Mountain Pro after losing his Charge championship and after losing at Milestone in one of the main event matches against Mario Vangelis.
Well, he still has a place. He's the first ever Triple Crown winner. He's got nothing to be ashamed of. It was a hell of a match at Milestone 7. You never know what's going on in the mind of Ashburn. That's the problem.
And Curtis Cole, well, Curtis Cole, I mean, with him, it's waste not, want not. You always see him in a somewhat happy mood. And that mood that we saw him in against Humphrey Jacobs the first, where Jacobs wound up taking possession of the tag titles, wound up being, I guess, the angriest we've ever seen Curtis Cole, far and away, but Cole, for the most part, pretty happy-go-lucky guy.
Right. And you're speaking of Humphrey Jacobs the first, he still has to figure out who his tag team partner is going to be. We still don't know. How did that work out with Hacksaw tonight?
Well, he did say he was going to find one by the end of the night, and we have yet to see how that's going to play out, but we'll just have to see how that is, how it goes later on. But for now, we have some great tag team action here in the main event at the Rack House Brewery here at River North in Denver, Colorado. And Curtis Cole into that wrist lock with Tough Timmy Hughes. Smart maneuver, some back alley dealings from Tough Timmy Hughes, and what a crossbody by Curtis Cole. Oh my goodness, and wound up, Brutal Bob Evans was looking to break up the, oh. Man, I don't know if that's just bad luck or bad timing, but Brutal Bob Evans is providing some of the most potent offense for Ashburn and Cole.
Wait a minute, what is going on here?
And a game of cat and mouse here. Oh! And Curtis Cole, wow. The improvisational thinking of Curtis Cole coming into handy. Hughes and Evans.
I thought Tough Guy Inc. were supposed to be the experience.
Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, they certainly are, but certainly could have showed it in a better way there. Folks, if you want to follow the Rocky Mountain Pro action on social media, you can like us on Facebook and check us at Twitter and Instagram at the Rocky MTN Pro.
Oh, look at this. Curtis Cole taking flight.
Oh, my goodness. Up goes Curtis Cole and down goes Tough Guy Inc. This is some high-octane action here at the Rack House. And this isn't just any old match. This is how we do at Rack House Rules.
And Ashburn, aware of the short count out of the ring, was smart to throw Tim Hughes in before the 5 count.
It is a 5 count here at Rocky Mountain Pro. Also, only one allotted breakup. of a pinfall in tag team matches. Oh my goodness! Boot to the face, brutal Bob Evans. Oh, and a slam onto the apron. What a show of experience by the experienced hand, brutal Bob Evans.
Well, brutal Bob Evans is known as a famous trainer. A lot of people call him Uncle Bob, but there was nothing warm and fuzzy about that exchange between him and Curtis Cole.
1, 2, and only a 2 count. And yes, you're absolutely right. Bob Evans credited with the majority of training by people such as Mike Bennett, Matt Taven, and pretty much the entirety of the Kingdom as it stands right now in Ring of Honor. But if you've trained in the New England area, most likely you've hung with Bob, and most likely you've gotten better.
Oh, absolutely. We've had a couple of hangs with Bob seminars here in Colorado. I've even been a part of, and great experience for anyone who wants to become a part of this business.
Such a great network of talent throughout this land of ours in the United States.
Absolutely.
Oh, but look at this. Curtis Cole, perhaps contemplating shaving his head after that. That's got to hurt.
And now you're seeing the experience starting to take form here for Tough Guy Inc.
Absolutely. They have a game plan, and oh, look at that. Nowhere to go for Curtis Cole, and the sidewalk slam and knee combination. 1, 2. Oh, that's a tough one to kick out of, but somehow Curtis Cole kicks at it too, says official Martin Aloysius.
You know, this is going to be very interesting, because I've learned that the winner of this moves on to take on Filter and Hunter Gray in the next round.
You have to wonder that, and you have to think that these two are watching. Whether or not they're watching together is another story, but Filter and Hunter Gray, we saw, oh my goodness! He's got the nipples! He's got the nipples! My God!
He won't let go of him.
The vice-like grip finally been broken, and oh, Tim Hughes, he's angry now. Tight grip on that arm. Does not want to let go. Tags in Evans. Talking some trash to Curtis Cole. Maybe trying to build him up into that abdominal stretch. Uh-oh, stomping away, and we've seen this before. Beautifully executed tag team maneuver, striking Curtis Cole down. Stephen Ashburn protesting on the outside to no avail, and brutal Bob Evans, well, firmly, say it with me folks, in the driver's seat of this tag team matchup.
And I hate to bring up the past, but this was part of the problem between Humphrey Jacobs the first and Curtis Cole, is that a lot of times Curtis Cole found himself in situations like this where he just could not make the tag, and this is what's happening between him and Ashburn right now. He's been in the ring for, hell, almost 10 minutes now, and Ashburn has not been able to get in the ring.
You're absolutely right, as Evans plants Curtis Cole down. Curtis Cole needs to make that tag now. Shades of the Mile High Express. Wait a second, Ashburn, where's Ashburn going?
And see, this is what I was worried about. This is what I was worried about.
Oh my goodness. And if you've watched Ring of Honor, you've seen that before. 2, and
wait a minute.
Only a 2 count. Curtis Cole fighting back. Curtis Cole's not done yet, Ashburn.
And Ashburn, maybe he's getting a change of heart.
He is walking back to the ring, is Ashburn.
Maybe he figures if Cole has enough fight in him, enough heart, that he would make a great partner.
Making Curtis Cole prove himself, so to say. Perhaps earning the respect of Stephen Ashburn. He's fighting out. The tag's applied. Here comes Stephen Ashburn. The shots. Oh my goodness. Striking Tim Hughes. Not intentionally, obviously. Bob Evans, dazed. And oh my goodness, what power behind that suplex.
Ashburn, when he gets going, he's as good as anybody that we have in Rocky Mountain Pro. And he's showing it right now.
Ashburn could be looking to add to that resume. Perhaps once again becoming tag team champion. Oh no. And tough Timmy Hughes. Oh, Ashburn didn't like that. Oh. And what a kick to the chin. Ashburn gets him up. The Reign of Ash. Cover. 1, 2. Oh. And that is a 2 count. But it was broken up by Bob Evans. That is their one allotted breakup. Oh, and a right-handed shot to Curtis Cole. Oh! Bob Evans. What a tour de force by this gentleman. He could be taking over this matchup right now.
What action we have. And yeah, Tough Guy ain't there in control right now.
A match worthy of the main event of Charge. And oh my goodness! How much punishment has Tim Hughes taken on the behalf of brutal Bob Evans?
Catches him with that
Flying knee to the face. Tough Guy Incorporated giving them some room to breathe. Not the way you want to lose this if you do. But the point is, you're giving Cole and Ashburn a lot of leeway here. Hughes on the top rope. Uh-oh.
He's got him in an electric chair.
Getting involved. Oh, no. Could we be seeing this? Shades of the Mile High Express. The Doomsday Device. Cover here. 2, 3. And there it is. What
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners, Stephen Ashburn and Curtis Cole.
Ashburn and Cole overcome Ring of Honor's very own Tough Guy Incorporated. Cole and Ashburn move on to the second round of the Lottery Tag Team Tournament.
What an unbelievable tag team match. And it just seems like every match we get a more interesting tag team. I may have to change my pick. If this is what we're going to see out of these two, they could be the favorites.
Tough Guy Incorporated with an excellent showing, but one too many mistakes perhaps. Cole and Ashburn will move on. Folks, next week we begin the second round of the Lottery Tag Team Tournament. You will surely see more of Cole and Ashburn. Alongside the Almanac Lucas Bradwell, I'm Stuart Campbell. We will see you next week here on Rocky Mountain Pro Charge.
Oh, whoa, easy, big man. I don't want any trouble. I don't know if you heard what old Vic Rizzo was saying out there, thinking he's Jack Tunney, ordering me around. Well, here's the deal. As much as I don't like it, I need a partner, and I think you, are just the man for the job. What do you say?
All right, man.
All right.
You got it.
You better hold your end of the bargain.
You hold yours, I hold mine. Don't you worry about me.